U.S. visa rules changes from September. What to know? U.S. Customs and Border Protection has confirmed that starting September 30th, 2025, travelers will face higher costs for a range of services connected to U.S. entry. The announcement, made through a Federal Register notice on August 28th, is part of the implementation of the Big Beautiful Bill Act, a cornerstone of President Donald Trump's domestic agenda. These adjustments will affect millions of travelers from visa waiver program countries, Chinese citizens using the electronic visa update system, and land border entrants relying on the I-94 form. Steep rise in ESTA application fees. Perhaps the most striking change is the increase in the electronic system for travel authorization fee. Currently priced at $21, the cost will nearly double to $40, marking a 90% hike. Travelers from the 42 countries participating in the visa waiver program, including EU member states, South Korea, Japan, and Australia, must obtain ESTA approval for short-term business or tourism stays of up to 90 days. Importantly, applicants who submit before September 30th will still pay the lower $21 fee. With 15 to 18 million travelers using ESTA annually, the impact of this increase will be widespread, raising costs for frequent visitors and potentially deterring casual travel to the United States. New requirements for visa interviews. Alongside CBP's fee adjustments, the Department of State is narrowing eligibility for visa interview waivers beginning September 2, 2025. Previously, individuals under 14 and over 79 were generally exempt from interviews. Under the revised guidelines, most non-immigrant visa applicants must now attend an in-person interview with the consular officer regardless of age. Some categories remain exempt, such as holders of diplomatic and official visas, A, G, and ATO classifications, and travelers renewing a full validity B1/B2 visa or border crossing card within 12 months of expiration, provided certain conditions are satisfied. Consular officers will continue to exercise discretion to call applicants for interviews when deemed necessary. Higher costs for I-94 and EVUS enrollments. The cost of Form I-94, which documents land border entries, is rising from $6 to $30. This increase incorporates the statutory H.R. 1 fee and will primarily affect travelers entering from Canada or Mexico. Notably, air and sea I-94 forms will not be affected by the change. Chinese citizens holding 10-year visitor visas will also encounter higher expenses. The electronic visa update system, a mandatory online enrollment system for this group, will now require a $30 fee. This video underscores the government's broader effort to raise revenue through adjustments in travel processing fees. ESTA validity and traveler impact. While fees are increasing, the basic rules of ESTA remain unchanged. Once approved, ESTA is valid for 2 years or until the traveler's passport expires, whichever comes first. A new ESTA application and fee will be required if either the authorization or the passport lapses. For frequent international travelers, this means higher recurring costs that could accumulate over time. For occasional visitors, the price increase represents a one-time but significant financial burden. Official messaging and public reaction. The U.S. Department of State highlighted the policy changes in a post on X, noting that most visa applicants, including renewals, will be expected to appear for an in-person interview starting September 2nd. The public reaction has been mixed. Some see the changes as necessary to strengthen border security and streamline immigration control, while others view the sharp fee hikes as deterrents to legitimate travel and tourism. Looking ahead, the Federal Register notice, formally titled CBP Immigration Fees Required by H.R. 1 for fiscal year 2025, confirms that all new fees will take effect on September 30th, 2025. For travelers planning U.S. visits, the timing of applications will be crucial. Submitting ESTA requests before the deadline can save nearly 50% of the cost. Similarly, those considering border entries or EVUS enrollment should prepare for higher expenses. These changes mark a significant shift in U.S. travel policy, blending revenue-raising measures with tighter entry controls. To avoid last-minute challenges, travelers are advised to plan early, submit applications before fee hikes, and stay updated on evolving visa requirements.
US visa rules changes from September. What to know? Starting September 30, 2025, US Customs and Border Protection will raise fees for several travel-related services under the Big Beautiful Bill Act. ESTA fees for visa waiver program travelers will nearly double from $21 to $40. The Department of State will also limit visa interview waivers beginning September 2nd, requiring most applicants, including those under 14 and over 79, to attend interviews. The cost of the I-94 form for lane border entries will rise from $6 to $30, and EDUS enrollment for the Chinese citizens with 10-year visas will increase to $30. These changes affect millions of travelers worldwide.